The biggest implication of that victory is that we were able to clarify our title over the West Philippine Sea. And it was a decision by an impartial tribunal. Note also that China is still a member of the UNCLOS. And so by their mere membership, continued membership in the UNCLOS, they have to recognize the validity of that judgment.
They have to, but government seems to be saying, yeah, they have to, but if they don't, really, what can we do?
Well, that's the problem with the attitude of the government, is that they're taking the side of the loser. They're taking the side of the defeated claimant. They continue to recognize the validity of the claim of China as if we did not win. When, the most important key that we have, the most important asset that we have is that decision. I mean, they haven't used that decision in 2.5 years' time. And I think that's a fundamentally, wrong decision, policy decision on their part, for which Filipinos in this generation and the coming generations will never forgive
But
them.
in reality, pragmatically, what could we have done? I mean, beyond now having this decision, and you have it on official record. But as the DFA now says, we don't have a navy, we can't enforce it. If they choose to do this, look, what do you want us to do? And President Duterte has said this. What do you want to do? You want to go to war with China? But what's in the middle here, if there is such a thing?
I think that's a blatantly false dichotomy, fighting for your rights and going to war. The model for fighting for your rights and winning is the model that was set by the previous administration. Filing a case is a civilized way of resolving disputes, and we were able to move our interest forward by winning the decision. That decision actually is a platform for building a large rules-based coalition. If we're not the winner, using that decision as a platform for building a rules-based coalition with United States, Japan,
ASEAN.
the ASEAN, even EU, then you might as well give away the decision, which is exactly what they're doing with their policy of submission.
Okay, with that, as you said, in your words, a policy of submission, have we actually slip back? I mean, from a legal standpoint, have we actually lost anything?
I think we're losing on a daily basis. At what point, the scholars and judges can say, you have already formally waived your rights? We don't know yet. But we've certainly gone several steps back from July 12 of 2016 when we won.
But at a certain
decision.
point, even the international community will say you have de facto relinquished ownership?
Yes, I think at some point, if this policy of submission continues, actually we don't know if some people in some countries have already said, you've already relinquished the decision. We're hoping it hasn't really come to that decision. But you have to look at the various aspects of the decision of the Duterte administration, like entering into joint development will result in a formal waiver of that decision. Not recognizing our traditional fishing rights in Scarborough Shoal will result in another form of submission. Not filing a formal complaint will be an implied form of submission.